Hi guys. First of all, hello. I'm not dead. Second of all, you remember that little orange thing that I brought home? Yeah, this is the little orange thing. He's not so little. He still thinks he's little, but he's not so little anymore. Oh, pretty baby. But I thought you all might want to see. It went from here to here. I mean, they do that. I don't know. They're all corn fed. Um, I wanted to say hello because I realized, number one, as usual, I let time get away from me. And number two, it seems that so much gets jam-packed within 2 or 3 weeks' time that it's hard to catch up with it, even with myself. Rather than sharing it is rather hard when it's like Trump administration White House. There's so much happening all at once, and everybody sees all these little threads. Trying to keep up with these little threads, I mean, you may miss the big things, but even as you're catching the big things, there's so many of them at once that you just can't do it. Exactly like that. That's how my life is most of the time. And what's hilarious is I don't even have like 50 million projects that most people have. You know, my kids don't go to soccer. My kids don't, they don't have like 50 million activities outside of school that I have to constantly keep up with, which, in many ways makes me feel like a terrible parent because there are so many parents out there. It's like, oh, I work and then I fix dinner and we have 50 million projects. And I'm like, how do you even do that? I mean, seriously, I'm riding my eldest's butt about his homework all the time. He has viola that he plays. My youngest doesn't really have anything, but he still does what he's supposed to do, and both of them are so quirky and have these odd little phases they go through, and I spend most of my time doing this and wondering, where exactly am I screwing up? If my kids turn out all right, will it be in spite of me? I mean, these are questions that I ask myself constantly, and it contributes greatly to my ulcer. Speaking of ulcers, my workplace was insane at the beginning of the month. You add to that, my hubby's old workplace tried to mangle his hand, and he pounded pavement. I mean, it's not 2 months. It was only 2 weeks, but you'd still be surprised how far that sets you behind. But he's thrilled to pieces. He found something, and he's getting paid more, and these people actually pay attention to safety. I mean, so he's obviously not going to get his hand mangled here. So it's been a crazy month. Once again, we were just about getting caught up, and then of course everything happens at once, and I bought groceries yesterday. Yeah, I bought groceries yesterday. That's about the most we were going to be able to do anyway. Today's going to be interesting because I have to get concert clothes for the eldest. And we're pretty much broke, and we've got 2 weeks to survive. That being said, no, we did not make our goal of 600, but for those who helped out, and those who signal boosted, and those who wanted to help out but weren't able, by the way, if you're not able to, that's fine. Never, ever, ever break your pocketbook to help mine. No matter what. I find that really hard to accept. That's, you take care of you because I like seeing you around. But for those who signal boosted, those who sent a kind thought, those who, sent what they could, thank you. You helped us survive to this point, believe it or not. No, we didn't make our goal, but at the same time, we made it to here, and we will find a way to get by. There's just a lot of things going on right now. We may be able to squeak it. It'll be just. So, here's all the craziness. All right, my workplace made me contemplate quitting, like, for the first time. And I love this place. So, they actually made me contemplate quitting at the beginning of the month. It was kind of interesting to hear about how people came to my rescue that were like, excuse me, she's doing this, this, and this. She's doing the work of 3 people. You need to know what's going on. This is silly to some of my upper management. Yeah, that was kind of, one of those things of, oh, You guys didn't have to do that. But at the same time, it's kind of terrible when somebody has to remind the person who's above your manager, yeah, this is what she actually does here. And she can't do it if she's not able to do it. Right. That's kind of, in many ways, it was amazing. So, this is what's going on, though. I mean, hubby's job tried to kill his hand. He didn't have a job for 2 weeks. Now he has one. Job's long hours. It takes a lot of getting used to because the physical labor is different than what he was doing before. So it's going to take him a little bit to catch up. His poor right arm is killing him because he's doing a lot of grinding work. And he's used to heavier grinders, which kill your arm in a different way. But these are light grinders. It means you have to press it in, which kills your arm in a whole nother way. So he's getting used to that, and it's really super long hours, and he's tired a lot. And he'll get used to it. It'll just take some time, unfortunately. He rather likes the place. There's quite a few work and wage and labor laws he does not like here in Utah, because Utah is expanding. So a lot of what they have here is jerry-rigged and really isn't, it's not viable for the worker, it's more viable for the company who's expanding here. So that's kind of what my husband dislikes about it, but I can't say I blame him. And hopefully within a year, we won't be here, so that won't be an issue. Because we do plan, I mean, this was just the stopover point. We actually do plan to try to keep going if we can. A lot of opportunities out there that I would love to discuss here, but would like eat up loads of time that unfortunately my poor little clock doesn't have. But there's a whole lot going on this week. My birthday was spent getting groceries and breaking our bank and clearing out the garage. They're going to be, I mean, everything is happening on the 24th. My son has his concert, which I have to get the concert clothes for. And I've been putting this off. I mean, for once I actually knew 2 to 3 weeks in advance. It was just actually trying to get the time and the wherewithal and the funds to be able to go and get his concert clothes. Well, I mean, choice is no longer a factor now, so we kind of have to go get them. So we're going to be getting his concert clothes, and then on the 24th, they're doing garage audits. Now, if you cannot fit your car into your garage, if your garage is being used as storage, they take the garage, and I'm assuming all the contents in it, and they charge you $500. I don't feel like paying $500. That's bullshit. Especially since I already know the first thing they're going to do is do what I've been doing all day. They're going to call a junk dealer. The junk dealer is going to come and give them money. They're going to pay the junk dealer like $200 to come clear out the garage, and they're still going to make $500. Plus, they're going to make $500 off the resident when they lose their garage. So, not overly fond of that system, but it's a business model thing, and one I think really doesn't work for an apartment complex, but that's the way it is here. Yeah, that type of thing. So, we spent yesterday, my birthday, clearing out the garage. We didn't spend too much time doing it. Some stuff is heavy, and a friend of ours needs to help us move it. That's just all there is to that. I mean, he actually can physically do more than I can. So hubby's going to have him help him out, you know, getting one of our heavier pieces of furniture, which is an old bookcase. So it's a real bookcase. Get it up here so that we can load books into it. You can't see it, but I have like at least 10 to 11 milk crates with books. Some books are going to be staying in the milk crates, but the rest can go inside this bookcase. And then we'll have pretty much the garage cleared. That's a good thing. I've been trying to find a way to get rid of the washer and dryer inside the garage. You'd be amazed how hard this is. I actually finally opened up an ad on the local classifieds, the KSLs they call it, to try to sell these darn things. I don't know if it's going to work. I really hope it does, because I can't really think of anything else to do with these two things. I have no idea what to do with them. I mean, they're just... Nobody will come and pick them up. I mean, people, places that take donations don't take appliances. Those that do take appliances want to charge me for it. And then half of them can't come to an apartment. So, yeah, it's been a bit difficult trying to figure out how to get that done. But yeah, 24th, garage audit's got to have the garage cleared. Hopefully we will pass. Personally, I'd like to be able to use it to put my car in, but hubby's like, who really cares what we use it for? He's got that argument going on. I can't blame him, but it's still at the same time, it'd be nice to actually have the darn thing inside a garage where it's nice and warm and it's easier to warm up. Yeah. Than outside sitting in the snow having me scraped off. It'd be nice. Besides garage audits, eldest has, he has his concert on the 24th. I took the day off. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off too. Just because, daggone it, I've earned it. Now, that means I'll only have 8 hours of PTO left for the rest of the year. But it's been an exhausting couple of days. It really has. It's been an exhausting month. Let's just go ahead and put it like that. Cleared out the garage, well, most of it yesterday. I still need to call my mother back because she called while we were doing that. I haven't gotten a chance to catch up with everybody. I see that a couple of posts were left wishing me happy birthday, and I got a couple of marvelous private messages wishing me happy birthday. Thank you guys. I love you to pieces. Those always warm my heart. And I will be very, very sure to answer those soon. As you can see, I have a day off. So yeah, it's been crazy, and like I said, none of it does my ulcer any good. So garage audit, which a lot of stuff is laying on the line. Broke, which always seems to be a main theme. I mean, right about this time of year anyway, so it's not really like that's new. And kiddo's concert, I'm rather excited for him. I can't wait to see exactly what he and his class are going to be doing. We don't normally do outside activity things, but these are actually, it's part of his grade. So I'm actually more than happy to get that done for him. And I do know that I'll be holding on to the clothes because I don't want anything to happen to them. Besides all that, I did something which, in hindsight, would have been extremely foolish if you looked at it from a different angle. I signed up for a credit union. Now, it's one of those things of, he was like, sign up for 6 months. If you don't want it, 6 months you can close the accounts. Nobody really cares. You don't really have to have anything in them. Though it'd be nice if you did. Then you could see how it operates. But beyond that, just at least keep the accounts open for 6 months. Well, I opened this up, and, it turns out, yeah, I can actually have it open. They paid for a Costco membership for me, so I'm definitely not going to scream about that. I look forward to utilizing that membership because, yeah, I know I can save a lot of money there. I've just heard such good things about Costco, sorry. It just, that was one of those things that made me smile. A Costco membership, hey, I can take that. And this credit union, it turns out, is going to be more helpful than I even imagined. Now, as we know, I had to buy a car. My old car went belly up. She went, no. And so I had to get a new one. And she's used, so she's new to me, but not really a new car. And I was paying $502. Now, after coming off of extreme poor for the last several years, that's not a bad thing. I'm certainly not going to scream about it. That's not a bad thing. But at least we could get a loan. But they transferred it for us to the credit union. The credit union's like, we can bring your price down, we can add these insurances and still keep your price down. So as it stands, I'm paying about anywhere from 60 to 70 less than I was before. The only reason why I'm only paying 60, 70 less is because I decided to add those insurances. Like if we become involuntarily unemployed, if somebody dies, this pays off the car loan. And this is through the credit union. It's like drop the money that I'd be paying over time. It dropped the interest from like $17.50 to $7. That helps more than I can ever say. And then to boot, because they took the car loan on, we got 1% on whatever was left for the loan. Now here's what's funny. So I get them a 10-day letter showing what's left of the loan, how much it would be to pay it off within 10 days. This all happened really super fast too. And then I had to make a car payment. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that goes to you guys because it's part of the loan. And the guy was like, no, not really, because we got this 10-day letter for this amount. So this is the amount we're going to be paying. So this company's going to send you a check. And I was like, why send me a check? And he was like, because you paid it, but we're taking on that amount as part of the loan. So it looks like here with the next couple of weeks, we might be a little bit better off than I anticipated. Because, yeah, they're going to be sending us a check, which is like super weird and yet super awesome at the same time. So that's definitely a good thing. I mean, like I said, it's kind of a mix of good, bad things, that, like I stated a couple of days ago. Garage audits are not fun. Trying to get concert clothes when you already know you're going to be broke and you're looking at 2 weeks of broke is not fun. My birthday was good, but I think only because I didn't really pay that much attention to it being my birthday. And I just had a good day with the family. I mean, we ended it with like chili and playing a couple of video games and me going, oh shoot, I better call my mother. But I mean, the good things are really good. Hubby got a new job. I mean, the hours are long, but the pay is better. And I think he'll be happier in so many ways. And nobody's going to try to mangle his hand. So, plus, also he was able to get insurance without having to go through this whole rigmarole of where they can't get his paperwork pulled together, so he misses out on the deadline date. So that's good. Not so good, I'd love to be able to get my kiddos insurance, but there's ways for me to work on that. Really good, kiddos got concert. I managed to transfer my car loan to my new credit union and drop the rate. And I'll probably be getting paid for that. And it's like, oh my God. I mean, as it is, they took like 1% and they put it in my account. Now I just got to figure out a way to get it, some of that from that account to the bank account that I use on a regular to be able to, survive the next couple of weeks, because there will have to be grocery shopping next week. Think on that. But yeah, I wanted to stop and catch up with you guys and let you know what was going on. As usual, I blithered and ran on too long, but I figured you wouldn't mind if you saw this mug and saw I'm still here, and then there's the fact you get to see part of this mug. See, we don't make them small here. And know that we're all okay, we're surviving. The help that you gave got us this far, guys. Thank you so much for all that. Thank you for all the marvelous birthday wishes. Thank you for reaching out and sending nudges and sending hugs and saying hello and putting up with me being terribly late with all of my responses and comments. You guys have put up with so much for me in the last couple of years, and you've always been there, and I love you guys forever. Just for that alone, if not for being your awesome, weird, quirky, wonderful selves. So as it stands, we've almost hit the 20 mark, and I know that as soothing as my voice may be, you may have other shit to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to stop and read everybody's posts and say hello and try to catch up in that endless bursting run that I seem to do here of late. And I'll let you know if there's any updates or developments with the kiddos concert, with the garage, with whether or not we've managed to scrape it by with the skin of our teeth this week. Um, just know if you need me, I am here. Never be afraid to reach out. I am here. It may take me a minute or two to get to you, but I am here, and I'm reading, and I'm watching, and I'm still here to figure out what's going on, even though I may be a bit late with it. So I will see you all soon. I will be catching up. Like I said, I'm off today, and I am seriously contemplating calling in to be off tomorrow, just so I can take that breather, because it has been a whirlwind of a month so far. But until then, take good care of yourselves. Take good care of each other. I'll be around. You can consider that a threat. I will be around. And I love you guys. I will see you all soon.